Woohoo! And welcome back to another cult horror movie review. 4 years after the release of the classic science fiction horror film that was Village of the Damned, a movie which I really loved for its simplicity and yet its eeriness and tension, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer released the long-awaited sequel that is Children of the Damned. Or was it? Well, just before we get going, if there's a cult horror movie you would like me to review, just leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and feelings on Children of the Damned. So, how well did this sequel hold up to its predecessor? Let's just say it delivers extremely mixed results. The first film was by far much better, there's no question about it. In this story, a psychologist and a geneticist working for the UNESCO noticed the incredible intelligence of a young boy in England. While exploring this phenomenon, they find out that 6 of these extraordinary children with telekinetic capabilities have been born all around the world. Now, Children of the Damned is not a bad movie. It's got a couple things going for it. It's just not great. It's very mid. But what did I enjoy about this? Well, first of all, the performances are fine, even though the characters aren't as memorable as the lead role in the first film, played by George Sanders. There's one of the scientists who insists on wanting to keep those things alive, to study and learn from them, just like George Sanders' character. Yeah, is anyone getting a sense of déjà vu? Something which pleasantly surprised me was the heavy play on shadows with the black and white during some scenes. It gave those moments some flavor and some class, and made it feel more like an atmospheric horror movie, a technique which I don't remember seeing in the first film. Unfortunately, the sequel has a lot of shortcomings. Most notably, it just doesn't serve up that tension and that mystery that we felt so much watching Village of the Damned. It does not have the same feeling of unease. There are a few chilling moments here and there, but they're few and far between. This sequel is around 12 minutes longer than its predecessor, but a lot of things can happen in that amount of time. And here, some parts of the story are just tedious and non-engaging, which was disappointing. It's unfortunately a very uneven script. The kids also barely speak this time. Clive Powell's character doesn't say a word until 1 hour into the runtime. I don't find the evil children to be as creepy or disturbing as before. They just didn't have the same effect on me. They just look like children who never smile. In fact, I found it more annoying than anything else. In theory, when you make a sequel, it's to prolong the story, and therefore add extra lore, extra trivia, and explanations which maybe the first flick did not provide. But after finishing Children of the Damned, I was kinda confused because it winds up raising more questions than answers. Answers which we obviously don't get because there was never another sequel made after that. And maybe that's for the better. So on a final note, I'll end this review by saying that this sequel is not all bad. There were some moments which were enjoyable, and I can understand why some people enjoyed it maybe just as much as the first movie, but it doesn't add that much to the first flick, and it lacks the thrills that made its predecessor so memorable, even to this day. But if you're curious enough, check it out.